Okay, lately I've stopped being consistent with my content, especially on Instagram. One of the main reasons is that this platform right there is absolute trash right now. And another reason is that we as a producer community, we have fallen to the trap of, making stuff for the sake of views, for the sake of making more sales, and I'm part of the problem, obviously. So I'm using this video to keep myself accountable for 2025 and beyond. And pretty much I want to say that I will reduce, if not completely stop making, the same Naruto Week type of beats that I make. I mean, yeah, the hard spins 808 always helps me make more sales for my sound kits. It also brings more views in general, but at the end of the day, we are producers, we are artists, and making the same type of beat over and over for years is just not art, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you have to pay rent somehow and selling those same type of beats is helping you, then of course keep doing it. But personally, I'm in a position in my life where I want to, be more of a music producer and not so much of a beat maker. And the best way to do that is by stopping making, the same type beat over and over and just, try to switch up my sounds a little bit, which I have already started doing on Instagram. Lately, I've been making more unique type of melodies and drums as well, which is a really important thing that I want to change. Like, I want to change my drum patterns, I want to change the sound selection and everything, and hopefully I'm gonna achieve that with my next drum kit, which will drop very soon. But that's another topic for another day. Also, a thing that really annoys me personally with the producer community is that we keep posting memes and we're posting all those inspirational quotes and all that stuff, and we do that in hopes of getting more views to our channel or to our Instagram page. But at the end of the day, what that does in the long term is that we get followers for pretty much our memes, and none of those people actually wanna support us for our music, for the art that we make. And also I notice, a lot of people try to avoid doing the actual work, like they avoid making melodies, they avoid making beats, they avoid making sound kits, content, everything. Like, for example, one person tried to sell me an email list a few weeks ago, and that got me thinking, like, are we really that down bad as a community to the point where we try to sell emails now? Like, we started with beats, then we went to sound kits, then others started dropping beat tapes, and all that stuff is great because it really shows what you can do as a beat maker or a producer. But then we started selling courses on talking about how to make money. Yeah, we even have like PDFs of telling you how to sell beats, and all those PDFs are just recycled BS. And yeah, that got me thinking, like, what I should do personally as someone who has a pretty big following on Instagram, and I'm also growing that YouTube channel, which, by the way, I'm so thankful for your support on this channel right here. And as someone who has all that big following, I think it's best for me to provide actual value and to bring a positive message, which is to just be an artist again and not just someone who's trying to pay rent by making 10 road wave type beats a day, by making 10 Naruto Week type beats a day and all that stuff. Like, I just want to ask you, man, like, how long do you plan on doing this? Like, making the same type of beat every single day for the rest of your life in hopes that you make money, in hopes that you get fame and everything? Like, I asked the same question to myself and I said that I can't keep making those generic type beats over and over again. But now I just want to innovate my sound way more. I want to switch things up, I want to change my drum rhythms, I want to add different vibes to my melodies, not just those evil dark ones. Because yeah, in short, I feel like I've had it too easy, and now I've noticed this year, like, my whole brand going down a little bit. There's been times that it went up, like in summer of 2024 I grew my Instagram again, and I did something similar to my YouTube. I've been way more consistent than ever, but this time with the new year approaching, I want to switch things up and I actually want to put in the work, and I won't be able to achieve that by making those hard dark beats. Like, yeah, we'll still make some of them, but this time when I want to actually make them. And yeah, I propose you to do the same thing with your craft as well, and start experimenting with different sounds. Also, what I want to do, and I forgot to mention it so far, is to work with artists. This is something I haven't done in a very long time because I have some very nice projects I'm working with some of my friends who are great artists, and I can't wait to share them with you. I'm actually gonna record their songs, I'm gonna mix them, master them, everything, and it's gonna be a blast. like trying to break down the instrumentals I made for them, you know, how I've mixed their songs, how I produced them in general, and yeah, I will share everything here on YouTube. Speaking of which, YouTube is gonna be my main focus for 2025. If you follow me on Instagram and expect me to go, you know, on that daily upload and try to get that quick dopamine boost by getting some views, I'm sorry to tell you, but I probably will, you know, reduce my upload schedule on Instagram by a lot. That doesn't mean I will stop posting entirely on Instagram, but honestly, the platform there is just trash. Like, if you don't have a high performing video every week on Instagram, then, you know, everything is gonna go down. Your followers go down, your engagement, everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that BS anymore. I'm gonna focus on YouTube. Recently, I was watching some of my old videos like a year ago or even 4 years ago and above, and I realized how much value those videos provided to the community, and I want to keep doing that, but this time I'm gonna do that by making more unique sounds and, you know, trying to find different ways to elevate my production. So yeah, I'm personally beyond excited to start this new journey in a way, and if you want me to make a tutorial on a specific type of music or artist in general, then let me know down in the comments. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below on what you think about the producer community at its current state. Also, pretty quickly, I'm gonna break down a beat for y'all. Has a more unique sound to it, so let me show you the beat. Okay, first let's start with the melody. I added just 4 sounds to it. The first one is this Hive preset, and the pattern goes like this. The secret to that melody is those very bouncy top notes. Then on Hive I added this preset, and it's the same pattern, but this time an octave higher. Then I added this preset on Analog Lab and laid down this pattern. The bounce on this pattern comes from those very short notes. Then I added and chopped this phrase from a kit from Max Shooter, if I'm being correct. And then I rendered the whole melody to audio and I reversed it, and it sounds like this. Also, for the melody I added this bass pattern. It is this preset from Hive, and I also laid down those drums, and here's how they sound. One thing I did with the drums was routing them to a drum bus, and I added Portal. Specifically, I went on the drum section and chose this preset, and that adds a really nice bounce to the drums pattern. I also added this percussion from my Astro Multikit. And also what I did was adding on my bass some 3D wave shaper. I used this preset and I created automation for the mix knob to have the effect take place on the last 8 bars. So yeah, now I'm gonna play the whole beat at the end. As usual, if you found this video useful, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.